Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I got a bunch of oddball stuff here. This is an old swivel, I think. Oh yeah, it does come off. Hang on a second. Oh, this is old school here. Don't know what brand, socket, or swivel, but I'm gonna clean them up. I'm gonna put it in some rust remover. I've got a couple here, it may not be any good. There's a Craftsman. Can't tell. There's another Craftsman I see. Oddball, can't tell. No name as far as I can tell on that one. That says made in USA. Oh, it's a Husky. So I got 1, 2 1/2 inch, 3 1/2 inch, and the rest are little 3/8. Got a little dark. I've been collecting these for a few months. I've got literally pennies in these. I got less than $1 in all this. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pieces for less than $1. Can't complain. So I'm gonna put it in the rust remover and then just give them a once over on the wire wheel and then a light polish, and then make sure all the detents are free. A couple of them are rusted pretty good. So see what happens. If they're in good shape, fine. If not, I mean, I'm not out anything. Some of these are, this one, it's got spider web and everything. It's a Husky, it's USA made. It's got a little bend to it, I think. Yeah, I don't care. For pennies, it's worth it. So I'm gonna, like I said, soak them in rust remover, that homemade rust remover, and then let them sit overnight. Rinse them off and wire wheel, and then maybe give them a light burnish on the one of the polishing wheels. I'm not sure which one. We'll see how they look when I get there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got all these leftovers out of the rust remover, and then I went and rinsed them off. Now I'm gonna dry them off and take them over to the wire wheel and just clean them off a little bit. I'm gonna, matter of fact, some of these that sit on the bottom of that rust remover, it leaves a little bit of green, little green tint when they sit on the bottom. I'm gonna try to strain that and see if that helps. I've got some old paint strainers left over from a job. I didn't keep many of them. I think I only kept 2 or 3. I'm gonna try them and see if they work. Anyway, so let me dry these off and go to the wire wheel, see what we got. thing left to do is on some of these, I need to squeeze the detent and just put a drop of oil down in. And I've already worked them a little bit to make sure none of them were stuck, and luckily, because sometimes you'll find these and the detent is locked up. So I use a pair of pliers and I just work them a little bit. I think I got them all. Double check a few here. Did that one. That one's good. I think I got a couple of these I might have missed, and I think I missed this one. Now this one seems a little tight. Now this one may not be any good. Let me put it in the vise real quick and see if I can't break that loose. But it's a no-name brand, but still be good socket if it yeah, see, it's stiff. It's real stiff. Let me tap on it on the vise. All right, ladies and gentlemen, all of these are in really good shape. Well, I say that. Here I found another one. Thought I got all these. This one may not be any good. All right, out of all these, I got two, and it's the two nicest one. One's a Taiwan, the ball bearing, the detent stuck, and the detent stuck on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and let them soak with some, oh, what do I got? Penetrant. I got some of the WD-40 penetrant stuff, yellow can. I'll try that. If it works, it works. If not, I'm not out anything. The rest, I found a couple extras when I was cleaning up some of these, and I'll leave these for last here. This one, and it's a Taiwan 3/8 by 6, and it was rusted real bad. Somebody ground it down right there. I guess they did it for marking. It's a good tool. Detent's in good shape. This one's a Craftsman, a little 3-inch G series. This one's a Craftsman, 1/2-inch V, double line V, and this is a satin. I just cleaned it up and satined it. I used a different wheel for about every different one of these. Every one of these I used kind of a different wheel. Some I polished, some I just wire wheeled. Some I put on the little gray wheel, some I put on the flapper. This was a flapper wheel. I kept the satin look. Got another Husky USA made here. This one was, you can see where the platings come off, but cleaned up really well. This one is Allen USA, 6-inch. And it was rusted really bad. It turned out really nice. This one, this 1/2-inch, it's got an X mark on it. Somebody marked it. This one was pitted bad and rusted bad. Believe it or not, it works though. It is actually good shape. It's just old, pitted. Look at the pitting on that. Look how bad that is. But it doesn't affect the use of it. I mean, it's a good tool. Here's another one. I think this is no-name 6-inch. It's in good shape. Somebody beat the heck out of this one. They used it as a pile driver, looks like, because it's got a little bit of a ridge on top. But it's still usable. This here is S&K. I think this is 12-inch. These, anything over 12-inch I look for. That's a 12-inch, and I cleaned that up really nice. This one was pitted real bad. This one was rusted completely, really bad. Now this one, since it's an S&K and it's such a long one, I went ahead and put it on the belt sander and got as much as the pitting and rust off as I could get without really taking a lot of metal. You can still see But it's an S&K, what is it, numbered 4516? 45-162 S&K. I don't care, that's 12 inch. I saved this one, made it look decent. Allen Knight, it's Japanese. Actually, this one was in really good shape. Nice, has a nice anvil on it. Really good shape. So, I didn't do much of that one, just put it on the dry buffing wheel is all I did on that one. Another Craftsman 6-inch V-Series single line. And same thing, I just put this on the dry wheel. I barely did anything. I think actually I hit it on the flapper wheel, but then went over on the dry wheel. This one was rusted pretty bad. So you can see the pitting, look at the damage. But it's now usable, the detent's free, it's not stuck, it works. And then now getting to, these are old. These are, if you look, it's square, see that? Swivel square on both sides, 1/2 inch, but it's for the old school sockets. And what I mean by old school sockets, ratchets, see? That's what it's for. I'm gonna wind up having a really nice set of these old. These were I think they quit making a lot of these in the mid 1920s. But these were some of the first sockets were made like this. And I do have another one. After they came out in the 20s, they came out with so you could use the older sockets with these kind of ratchets that had an anvil on one side for the newer sockets. And then, see, that's for the newer sockets. Or you could use some of the older sockets, or if you had a whole bunch you needed an extension, you could use these. And then I've got the small anvils that fit in them. Also, I've got one of these breaker bars. If you ever run across one of these, you'll wonder what it is. It's a double anvil, 1/2 inch anvil. See, it has an anvil on one end, has an anvil on this end. These things are awesome. See, that's what this is for. It's an adapter. You put this on, then you can put a newer style ratchet on it. And it gives you a really nice breaker bar, swivel. It has a T in it. These things are awesome to come across if you come across them. Anyways, that's me. But I just wanted to show you what these old school anvils like this are for. It's just an extent. This is just an extension. It's all it is for the old school anvils and the old school ratchets. All right, that's enough. But oh, and I did clean this up a little bit. This is a Challenger, which is made by Proto. Boy, there's a lot of writing on this thing. I have to look at it to see everything it says. I think it's something for a breaker bar. Safety goggles. I don't know. Anyways, detent's free on this. It's an adapter, 1/2 inch to 3/8. I don't care. It's all this right here, except for these two that probably not going to be any good. I've got maybe $2 in all these extensions, and I've got 40 minutes of my time, 35-40 minutes of my time to clean them up. The rest of the time they sat in the rust remover. I rinsed them off and then run them over my wheels. So I've got a whole bunch of 6-inch now. I probably don't need them because I think I got a whole drawer full, but I've got them. They're not going to hurt anything. If I get ready to sell them, I'll sell them, but I'm pretty sure most of these I can take a couple to work. I can use them. Yeah, except for these. I'm trying to build an old school ratchet set, which When I say old school, this is probably 120 years old. These old square style. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you think. Would it be worth your time to clean these? I think it is. I don't know what these extensions sell for anymore. I haven't bought an extension in years, only because I have so many now. And this just adds to the pile that I have. Subscribe if you like. I try to bring old junk tools back to a usable condition, and I think here's an example of quite a few that brought back to usable condition. Y'all have a good day.